Well, it's a topic that most women are afraid to talk about. Spot endometrial cancer. That's what we're talking about.
Kayla Thompson talks with actress Megan Good and Dr. Ginger Gardner about her campaign.
Why did you decide to raise awareness about this particular form of cancer?
The reason that I decided to get involved and raise awareness is because I had a uterine cancer scare a few years ago, and it was a terrifying experience. I went in for a routine checkup, and they found cancerous cells, potentially cancerous cells in my uterus, and we weren't sure, and so we had to do the biopsy. And just hearing that it could potentially be cancerous, just hearing that it could grow into something was terrifying, you know, because in my family history, both of my grandmothers have passed away from cancer. My aunt had just had a mastectomy. My grandfather passed away from cancer. And so what really stuck out to me was the fact that, you know, early detection and just knowing in advance and being proactive instead of reactive, in some cases can be the difference between life and death. And for me, it was a blessing to just find out, get in front of it. And I want to encourage other people to do the same, because it isn't something that's talked about, especially within the Black community. And when you look at the statistics and for how it's on the rise, especially amongst Black women, and you look at there's only 53% of Black women who are getting early diagnosis, it makes you go like, yeah, I need to get involved in this conversation. I need to do whatever I can do to help normalize it and to help get out information so that we can be educated, we can support each other, and we can just normalize, you know, talking about this.
So, Dr. Gardner, how do we know what to look out for and what are some symptoms?
Absolutely. So the symptoms of endometrial cancer most commonly are abnormal vaginal bleeding, and that could be heavy bleeding for a month, bleeding between periods, bleeding after menopause. It could be even as something as light spotting. So just to not let that opportunity go by, to spot that, get in with a healthcare provider, ask the question, could this be endometrial cancer? Because an office biopsy, early detection, means a huge difference in terms of outcomes for this disease.
Opportunities for everybody to get involved on social media and a virtual walk, right?
Oh, yeah. That's what we want to do, is we want to get people activated on this issue and this conversation. And so we are having a virtual walk, and we're encouraging people to go out there, wear your fanny packs, whatever fanny pack you have in front of your uterus, which means you're just representing for the cause. And we wanted to encourage people to go to spother4ec.com to get the information, to connect, to register for the walk. And we want to encourage people to hashtag spother4ec and let people know that we're all a part of the same community, and we're out there and we're actively not being bystanders and just watching, but we're actively taking control and saying, hey, here, I'm doing my part. I'm adding to this conversation. I'm helping to raise resources. I'm helping to further education, information, research. And so that's what we want to do, is encourage people to go, and I'll be doing mine next week. And for every mile that you log down, ASI is going to donate $1 between Force and Share, which are cancer advocacy groups. And, you know, it's just something that I'm very excited to be a part of because of all the work that ASI and Force and Share and Black Health Matters are doing. I think it's going to be life-changing for people.
And it is so important for women to look out for their health. Be sure to go get tested. Now, we'll send it over to Kim.